3 things your retirement plan must include. Let me tell you a brief story about a man named B. B first retired in 2017 at the age of 39. For a year, he did nothing but paint and write stories. It was a fun way to pass the time. However, his income, excluding passive investments, was only $600. B realized that his income was not sustainable. Before continuing, dear viewers, if you appreciate the content of this video and are satisfied with it, we invite you to consider the option of subscribing to our channel or supporting us with a donation. Your support is essential for the growth and constant improvement of our channel, and it will allow us to continue producing high-quality content for you. You can do it here below, through the appropriate buttons, subscribe, and thanks. He realized he needed to find a job that would allow him to earn extra money for retirement. The job was that of a full-time consultant, which allowed him to earn a decent amount of money, but took away most of the time he could devote to his dreams of painting and writing. You don't want to end up like B, do you? That's why it's important to set up a solid retirement plan right away. Think of it as a financial strategy that combines savings and investments to help you achieve your ideal retirement lifestyle. And when it comes time to retire, make sure you stick to the plan so you can enjoy the things you love without unexpected surprises. That's why this video illustrates the 3 essential elements of a good retirement plan. You can't miss this video. A few years ago, reading Viktor Frankl's famous book, The Relentless Search for Meaning, he made an interesting observation. He said that the pursuit of money and power is simply a distraction from the true desire to find meaning in life. Imagine working your whole life to achieve financial independence, and when you finally succeed, you are filled with happiness. It's as if there's an empty space between the hope that money and power will give you meaning and the reality that it's not so. Don't get me wrong, being rich has its advantages. You can wake up when you want, live where you want, work as much as you want, and not worry about bills. But, as Frankl suggests, financial independence alone is not enough to make life fulfilling. Something more is needed. Take James, for example, a corporate lawyer living in Texas. He dreams of retiring and helping third-world populations develop small businesses. His colleague Kate wants to support a local theater company, and his boss Anthony intends to promote reading through a series of books on philanthropy. What can we learn from their retirement plans? Happiness is not something to chase after. Rather, it often comes unexpectedly when we focus on what or who we truly care about. Psychologists have indeed discovered a sort of secret to life. To be happy, you need to invest time and energy in the things you appreciate. There are 3 key points to remember. 1. Happiness comes when you're not looking for it. 2. Pay attention to your outer self. 3. Devote time and energy to your passions. 4. Focus on your inner self. 5. Focus on your outer self. This last point may seem strange, especially when thinking about retirement. But consider this. If you spend all your time focusing on yourself and avoiding work to be happy, you might end up bored, unhappy, and constantly seeking pleasure. So let's redefine retirement as a time to pursue your passions and find meaning, rather than relax and unwind. Now that we've talked about how to find happiness in retirement, let's dive into today's topic. You must be interested in. We've already debunked some common myths about retirement. What should the ideal retirement look like? First of all, you definitely want to be happy. And, as we said, this means doing meaningful work focused on something beyond yourself. But there's more. Experts have spent decades researching and analyzing what the perfect retirement plan looks like and have distilled it into 3 key elements. In short, the ultimate financial goal of retirement is to have enough money to enjoy life without having to work. If you can afford to maintain your lifestyle without working, you're free to choose a job that's truly meaningful to you, even if it doesn't pay well or at all. Take Joe, for example. He plans to retire, again, in about 8 months and wants to spend time writing short stories and literary fiction. This means that at the time of his first retirement, he was earning only $600 a year from writing, that is, a penny an hour. However, Joe knows from experience that writing novels brings him joy and improves his quality of life. Writing won't be Joe's only retirement job, but it will probably be the most meaningful for him. He can afford to pursue his passion because he spent the last 12 years since his last retirement increasing his net worth. You'll want to have a good retirement too, so plan your finances and invest diligently for a memorable retirement. 2. The freedom to be in control of your own life. You know that feeling when it seems like everyone else is in control of your life except you. When you're at work, your boss decides when you come in, when you leave, and what you have to do in the meantime. And if you have a young family, they'll occupy most of your time. If you manage to carve out even just half an hour a day for yourself, you'll consider yourself lucky. Even serfs and slaves could have all this time. So, once you've achieved financial independence, why not aim for other forms of independence as well? Retirement is a great opportunity for change and, while working towards wealth, it's a great time to consider the possibilities. Where do I want to live? Who do I want to spend time with? What kind of work do I want to do? Who do I want to work with? How much time do I want to devote to work? How do I want to spend my free time? Where do you want to live? With the internet and cheap flights, you don't have to be tied to one particular place. Make a list of 5 or 10 places you'd like to live and visit them in the coming years. When it comes time to retire, you'll know exactly where you want to live. Choosing meaningful work is essential to creating a sense of freedom and power in your life. Promise yourself that in retirement you'll choose an exciting and motivating job. Forget about money and focus on what you enjoy doing and what you're passionate about. Also think about the people you work with, clients, colleagues, and consultants. Create a network of contacts with prominent people in the field you've chosen. You don't need money, so don't settle for less. Make sure to manage all your relationships from the start. 3. Enough time to enjoy life. Imagine reducing your working hours to just a few hours a day. After retirement, you can make this dream a reality. After retirement, you might work only 5 to 15 hours a week and manage your company or business. But only if you have 2 key ingredients, a good second and the determination not to grow the business too quickly. Take Jessie, for example. She's a former financial director of a prestigious company in New York. After running a successful business with an excellent team, she decided to semi-retire at the age of 57. Now she works about 3 hours a day and continues to earn a 6-figure supplemental income. I don't need this income, she admits, but I'm not losing money. I'm not losing money. I get to work at 9:30, make some phone calls, and go around asking questions until my team tells me to go home. I'm always back for lunch. Her neighbor Jacobs also works about 3 hours a day, lending money to businesses and individuals who can't get regular loans. He leaves most of the work to his assistant, whom he's trusted for 20 years. She does everything, he says. I just come in and sign the documents. As retirement approaches, it's also a great opportunity to reevaluate relationships. If we're dissatisfied with a certain relationship but haven't been able to end it in a healthy way, this transition period can be the perfect opportunity for change. The purpose we set for ourselves at a given moment depends on everything we've experienced up to that point. As Viktor Frankl said, there is no universal purpose in life. Even if it's about gracefully enduring life's trials. If we are fully committed to achieving this purpose, life takes on meaning and our hearts fill with joy. You'll feel lighter in body and mind, more energetic, and you'll start to imagine the very idea of financial freedom. So, if you want to live the best part of retirement, those dream days you've always imagined, why not incorporate the lessons from this video into your retirement planning? It could be the key to the perfect retirement for you. We would like to know about your experience regarding the topic covered today. Share it with us in the comments and, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask them. We will gladly respond. Your like would be a source of satisfaction for us, and of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming publications.